Okay, how many letters are in our alphabet?
26.
26. There are two kinds of letters. What are they? Consonants and vowels. Okay, I want everybody to stand up. Everybody stand up. When I point to you, you're going to say the letter. We're going to say our alphabet. When I point to you, you say the letter, then you sit down. And then the next person that I point to will say the next letter. So if I point to Maribel, she'll say A. If I point to Yaldon, he'll say B. And then they'll both sit down, okay?
D, E, F, G, H, I, J, L.
What letter's next? What's after O? M.
O, P, Q,
Now, Caitlin.
R, S,
Now let's finish it together. T.
U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Oh, and's not a letter. We don't say and. X, Y, Z. Okay, I want you to listen. I'm going to say some words that end with the same sound. As soon as you hear that final sound to the last sound and you know what it is, I want you to raise your hand. Pass, hiss, boss. Michael. Stuff, laugh, stiff. Carolina. Six, fox, sax. Corbin Bonner. Pack, sick, luck. Shanaomi. Very good. Frizz, fuzz, buzz. Kennedy? Let's listen again. Frizz, fuzz, buzz. We're listening for the final sound. Gracie? Zzz. Very good. Very good. Now we're going to kind of switch it up and we're going to look for the beginning sound, initial sound. Listen to these words. When you think you hear it, raise your hand. Zoo, zebra, zero. You think you know the beginning sound. Let me say them again. Zoo, zebra, zero. No one should be writing on their papers right now. Pencils down. We're all listening. What's the beginning sound, Jeremy, in zoo, zebra, and zero? The sound. Zzz. Zzz. So the sound we're working with today is the zzz sound. We want to know if that's voiced or unvoiced. Let's put our hands right on our throats and let's zzz. What do you notice is happening? It's voiced. It's vibrating, so it is voiced. Does anybody have an idea of what letter might be making that zzz sound? Z. Z. Okay. I want you to take a look up at the board. We are going to practice our sounds first, and then we'll get back to that zzz sound. Okay, we're going to do this quickly. We're going to say our picture, say our sound fast. I'm going to wait for everyone to have pencils down. No one should have a pencil in their hand. And I'm going to wait for everyone to be looking at the board. Everyone's looking at the board because you won't know what card's up there unless you're looking at the board. Let's see how well you've practiced this week. Not puh, pig. Very good. I'm glad you said that and not tuh. Good job on that. We did that quickly. So our new one is going to be zebra, zzz, zebra, zzz. Very good, and we will use that tomorrow. We will use that tomorrow. Okay, now that we've just practiced our sounds and we've got them fresh in our minds, I'm going to call out a sound, and you are going to write the letter on numbers 1 through 10. So number 1, write the letter, don't say anything, write the letter that makes the I sound. I. Mirabelle, share what letter you wrote with us. I. Is that the short sound or the long sound when it says I? Short. That's the short sound. Number 2, I want you to write the letter that says ah. 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 Brandon, what letter did you write down? A. Is that the long sound or the short sound?
Short sound.
Short. The short. When it's a long vowel sound, what does it do? It says it's A. It says its name. When a vowel says its long sound, it says its name. Next to 3, you're ready? Tylen, what letter did you write? N. Good morning. Next to 4, I want you to write P, P, P. What letter did you write? Y'all done? Next to 4 for P. P. Very good. For number 5. Corbin, what letter did you write? For, T. Very good. Next to number 6, I want you to write the letter that makes the O sound. O. Mario, what letter did you write? Oh, is that the short vowel or the long vowel sound? Long vowel sound. Next to 7, I want you to write the letter that makes the OO sound. OO. Zachary, what letter did you write? Okay, what letter would you write? L. Very good. You need to borrow a friend's pencil because you should be writing. I want you to write the letter that says ah. 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 Kennedy, what letter did you write? Oh, is that the long vowel sound or the short vowel sound? Short. I want you to write the letter I. The letter that makes the sound I. Livy, what letter did you write? I. Is that the long vowel sound or the short vowel sound? Long. Long. I want you to write the letter that says A. That makes the sound A. Carolina, what letter did you write?
A.
A. Is that the long vowel sound or the short vowel sound? Long vowel sound. And we just learned a new one, that Z. What letter are we going to write when we hear Z? Z. So next to number 11, we're going to write that Z. Okay, let's go back to the very tip top of our paper where we have our handwriting. We're going to practice writing our Z's. Remember, how many lines do we have to touch when we are writing? 2. We're either going to touch our headline, our midline, or our baseline. So the Z touches, which 2 lines does the capital Z touch? The baseline and the headline. So we draw a line across the headline. We do a line diagonal to the baseline. And we draw another line across the baseline. What about our lowercase z? What 2 lines does it touch? The midline and the baseline. Line across our midline, go across and across the baseline. Give me 2 good sets of those where you're really touching those lines. Where you're really touching those lines. And then I want you to set your pencil down. Then I want you to set your pencil down. And we're going to practice coding a couple of words before we code on our paper. Thank you, Gracie. I know she's ready to move on. Her pencils are down. She's looking at the board. Corbin is looking at the board. I know, I'm sorry. Because I was going to say Corbin Bonner, and I just put them together. I just zoomed it together and called him Connor. Okay, I want you to look at this word right here. Before we read the word, we're going to code it so we make sure we're saying our sounds the right way. Give me a thumbs up if you can tell me the vowel that's in this word. Zach, what's the vowel that's in this word? I. Is there anything after it? Is there a consonant after that I? Yes. So what is it going to get? A breathe. We're going to put our breathe. And when we have a breathe on our vowels, does it make the short sound or the long sound? Short sound. And what's the short sound for I again? I. Okay, now let's use our sounds that we know. Z, I, zip. So now we know that that's zip. Let's check out this word. Give me a thumbs up if you can tell me the vowel. Thumbs up if you can tell me the vowel. Caitlin, what's the vowel? Oh, is there anything after it? No, so what is it going to get? A macron. When we have a macron, it makes the long sound. So we know that N says N, O, N, O, no. Very good. And we'll get an accent. We still haven't learned all about accents yet, but we're going to go ahead and put it because it's good practice. Okay, you're ready to grab your papers again. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. We've practiced some coding. We're ready to code on our paper. Number 12. I want you to take a look at number 12. If you think you can tell me how to code this word, raise your hand. Chris, how do you think we should code this word? Put a breathe on the A. Jeremy, why do you think he wanted to put a breathe on the A? What comes after that A? A P, and that's a consonant, right? So when a consonant comes after a vowel, our vowel gets the breathe. So now we know what sound is A going to make there. Ah. Ah. Okay, let's sound this word out. Z, ah, zap. I should hear everyone's voices. Almost. That ending sound changes. Let's look at 13 now. When you think you can code 13, raise your hand. Brandon, how would you code 13? Put a breathe on the I. Michael, why do you think he said to put a breathe on the I? Because the I is followed by a consonant. So let's put a breathe on our I. If we have a breathe on our I, what sound is it going to make? Eh. Eh. Now we can read our word. It. It. Last one, that number 14. Think about how you would code it. Livy, how would you code it?
You would code the I.
Okay, how would you code the I? With the breathe. Corbin, Andress, why do you think she said to put a breathe on the I? Because it's followed by a consonant. So what sound is that I going to make? It. I'm going to hear every single person. I'm going to hear every single person. Let's sound it out. It. Tip. And oh my goodness, what do we have? We have our picture because it's pointing to the tip of his finger. So let's draw a line to our picture. We've got our picture. And then I'm going to have us go up to 15. Now we're going to practice spelling using the sounds that we know. I want you to listen very carefully. Listen very carefully to the sounds that I'm saying. We're going to spell the word lit. L-it. Lit. L-it. Got to stretch that word out when we're spelling. L-it. What's the first sound? Oh, what letter makes that sound? L. What's the next sound? E. What letter makes that sound? What's the final sound? What letter makes that sound? Very good. So how do we spell lit? L-I-T. Okay, the next word we're going to spell is top. Top. We're going to stretch it out. Top. We have to make sure we hear every single sound so we know what to write. Kennedy, what did you write for the first letter? For top, what did you write for the first letter? T. Gracie, what did you write for the second letter? O. Mario, what did you write for the last letter? For top. P. T-O-P. Okay, our last one, number 17. No. N-O. N-O. Chris, how'd you spell no?
N-O.
N-O. What's happening in this picture on number 18? What's happening? The light is on. So we're going to write the word on. 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 We have to make sure we hear every sound. Corbin Andrus, how did you spell on?
O-H.
O. On.
Oh.
N-O-N. O-N. What is this picture? Can anybody tell me?
Zip.
Zip. It's a zipper. We zip it up. Zip. We get to use our new sound we learned today. It. It. Shanaomi, how'd you spell zip?
S-I-P.
It. How'd you spell zip? What's the first sound? Z. What makes the Z sound?
Z.
Z. I. What makes the I sound?
I.
What makes the P sound?
E.
P. Z-I-P. I want you to flip it over. Listen carefully, because you're going to have to do something a little bit different today. You're going to do your handwriting best you can. Best handwriting, or you'll redo them. Code all these words. Make sure you draw a line to the picture, whichever word does the picture. Okay, pop. Look at number 5. Pop. Say it with me. Pop. Number 6, nap. Nap. Number 7, pan. Say it with me. Pan. What's our pictures? Pop, nap, pan. And then you're going to have to read these words to me. Okay, so you want to look over them because you're going to read them to me. Once you're done with this, bring it to me and I'll check it with a smelly marker.